Good morning, everyone. Morning warm up. So, today in my coaching session, we were talking about short term mindset versus long term mindset and doing things or making excuses and not doing things. So, what we find is that a lot of people who want to have what I call instant gratification. So, they live in a very short term world, meaning what's going to impact me right now, today. And they live in that world of pleasure, meaning it's making me feel good, so I'm going to do it, versus the long-term thinking and long-term activity says, it doesn't feel great, but I know that it has a phenomenal impact on me long-term, meaning down the road. Hindsight's 2020. In fact, I think about like my dad, for example. So my dad died of lung cancer, and when he was diagnosed with lung cancer, he was a healthy specimen. There was nothing else wrong with him. I mean, he was, close to his 80s, and he was healthy. The only thing that he had that was a problem was he had lung cancer, and it was because he smoked. And back then he didn't know any difference, but he said to me one day, he said, if I would have known, I would have made different decisions. And I want you all to think about that right now. There's things we do and we don't know, but most of us can decipher an action and understand if that action is going to give us pleasure and gratitude right now, but if we do it consistently, it's going to be bad, versus we don't feel like doing it right now, but long term, it's going to be really good for us. And what I want you to do is I want you to start stacking up more of those, doesn't feel good right now, but it's going to be really good for me, actions. And I want you to start removing actions that are instant gratification gives me pleasure right now, but it's not going to be good for me long term. And I want you to shift your brain to think about your long term world and what your short-term actions are that you're going to take versus your short-term world and what makes me feel good right now today. And what you'll find is it'll change the way you do things. It'll change the way you show up. It'll change the excuses maybe that you make currently right now in your life. So keep that in mind. Are you living in an instant gratification, I want the reward today mentality, or are you living in the, I'm going to put in the time, the effort, and it may be a little uncomfortable, but I'm going to get that long-term, right? That long-term benefit. That's what we're looking for. All right, everybody. Hey, make it a great day. Be awesome and help somebody.